Join Reverend Dr. William Marcus Small and New Calvary Baptist Church of Norfolk, VA for Summer Madness 2023 Juneteenth edition starting June 14th through the 16th. The theme is Faithful to Freedom. In recognition of Juneteenth, Freedom Day, please join us for nightly worship at 7 p.m. There will also be workshops on financial freedom, mental health freedom, and a Black Business Expo beginning at 6 p.m. each night. Save the dates and share with your friends and family and meet us there. The participating revivalists are on June 14th Reverend Raquel Gill.
And beloved, we don't gather each week simply because we are not busy enough. We don't gather because we need something to do before brunch. We don't gather to make new friends or only to wear our Sunday best. We don't gather to hear the best music or learn lofty phrases, but we come into the sanctuary week after week to worship the risen and ascended Christ because we believe that worship makes a difference. I don't know what reality you have to face out there, but each week we pray that as you encounter God in here, it will give you the courage to face the difficulty of life out there. We worship while we reflect on the pain of what was. We worship while we sit in the tension of what is. We worship while we wait on the promise of what is to come. Yes, it matters to remember who Jesus was, but let us never forget to worship who Jesus is. Jesus has gone up, and let us continue to lift him up. For an answer, Jesus gave the key, and if I be lifted up from the earth, I'll draw all people unto me. Pentecost is coming. He promised never to leave us comfortless. What he promised is on the way, but our charge as disciples is to worship as he leaves and worship while we wait. While we gather, we worship. While we grieve, we worship. While we wait, we worship. While we hope, we worship. While we are yet here, let us worship.
On June 15th, Reverend Dr. Vernon C. Walton.
The assignment that you are engaged in is a divine assignment. And I've come by to tell you that divine assignments cannot be quit. Your orders may change. The place where you serve may change. But if God called you, you can't quit. Yes, I know sometimes we're frustrated by the work, but you can't quit. I know that sometimes you and I want to walk away, but you can't quit. I know that sometimes you want to just sit down and do absolutely nothing, but you can't quit. I know that sometimes you want to surrender the assignment, but you can't quit. You and I have got to make up our minds that we are simply going to burn on. And that's what happens with Elijah. Elisha gets to a place where he wants to quit. He tells God he's had enough. He tells God, I want to just sit here and die. He's sitting under that broom tree. He's lamenting. He's pouring his heart out to God. And yet he discovers that when you are at your lowest point, God is able to make a way out of no way. When you and I are at our weakest, God will remind us that he is able, that he is much stronger than we are. When you and I are at a place when we don't think that God is listening or that God has the power to work it out, somebody can testify he'll show up just in the nick of time.
On June 16th, Reverend Cedric Rouse. All will take place at New Calvary Baptist Church located at 800 East Virginia Beach Boulevard, Norfolk, Virginia 23504. Masks are optional. The revival will also be streamed on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at New Calvary Norfolk, VA. The website is newcalvarynorfolkva.org. This revival will be powerful. You do not want to miss it. Stay tuned for more. Listen constantly to Malcolm's Praise Live 365 on player.live365.com/A33199, Apple, Fire, Roku, other smart TVs, and tune in. Subscribe to Malcolm's Praise Live 365 on YouTube. Hit the notification bell, like, comment, share, and stay encouraged. Now back to more gospel music on Malcolm's Praise Live 365.